Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Caiden Cowger program, broadcasting from West Virginia. It is great to have you with us. So, I tell you, the media and the Democrats are doing everything that they possibly can to take Trump out. Everything that they can do to get rid of him, to make him look bad. There's a story that's out, complete lie. And BuzzFeed released a story on Donald Trump allegedly taking this little boy's hat. I guess it was a teenager here. BuzzFeed reported that Trump took a teenager's hat, signed it, and then threw it away into the crowd. Okay? This is BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed has a big story up on their website. Trump just tossed some guy's hat into the crowd after signing it for him. No, guy without a hat says. So they were making this out like Trump grabbed a hold of this guy's hat, threw it into the crowd, away from the boy. I guess very rude of Trump to do that. Very horrible. Threw it. Well, here's the thing. Trump threw it right to the kid. He threw it right to the guy that was having his hat signed. They had this close-up camera angle of Trump throwing the hat, and they made it out like he was throwing it carelessly into the crowd, when actually he was throwing it back to the guy that originally gave him the hat. And this is BuzzFeed reporting this, okay? This is what BuzzFeed reported. White House was greeting the happy families, or while Trump was greeting the happy families, one guy asked the president to sign his hat. Trump grabbed the hat, but instead of handing the signed hat back to the guy, Trump flung it into the crowd, saying, "Here you go, kids." Complete lie. Okay, Trump did not do that. And they said the guy was like, "No!" And here's the thing. That was a complete lie by BuzzFeed. See, this is fake news. BuzzFeed is fake news. If you get your information and your news from BuzzFeed, you are a moron, okay? You're very, very stupid, and you have absolutely no inclination of how to conduct substantial research, okay? No idea how to collect substantial information. So anyway, Washington Free Beacon exposed all of this, and they said that the video quickly went viral, racking up nearly 10,000 retweets and getting picked up by other outlets. Trump, using a thick Sharpie, put his signature on the bill of the cap, then looked up and lobbed it into the crowd, with a smile nowhere near the hand that had given it to him, presumably leaving the hat's owner to scramble as Trump looked on and the crowd laughed. The Washington Post reported. So Washington Post reported this. BuzzFeed reported this. BuzzFeed even claimed in a tweet that the poor kid ended up without a hat. So we have that. And that's what they said. No, guy without a hat after Trump throws it. In the video posted by Politico, it's impossible to tell where the teen was standing and where the hat landed. But as NBC News, Micah Grimes pointed out, shortly afterward, it appears in another angle that he threw it back to the teen who handed it to him. So it went directly back to this guy. And the video very clearly shows Trump throwing it back to the teen. Very accurate throw, okay? So anyway, you have the news media that was making it out like Trump just carelessly, grabbed a hold of this hat that he had just signed and then just threw it carelessly back into the crowd. And Trump didn't do that at all. He threw it up and the boy caught it. Went right to him. So there again, we have the media making it out like Trump is just this horrible person, this careless person that doesn't care about anybody. He is so into himself that he just grabbed some boy's random hat, signed it, and then randomly threw it. Here you go, kids. Fight over it. That's not what he did, okay? That's not what Trump did. But that's what the media was portraying him as doing. Anything that they can possibly do to make it out like Trump is a, narcissist, that Trump is self-absorbed, that Trump doesn't care about anybody, that he only cares about himself, that he doesn't think, that he doesn't do this, he doesn't do anything that they can do to portray Trump in that manner, they're going to attempt. And that's clearly what we've been seeing. But Grimes' NBC colleague, Brad Jeffy, agreed, "Y'all are making too much of this," he tweeted. "Trump doesn't randomly throw the hat into the crowd. He tosses it up jokingly. And the guy says, 'Thank you.'" And we actually have the audio bit here. Go ahead and listen to this. And you can hear the guy saying thank you after Trump throws it. So here Trump has the hat. He's signing it. Signing it here. The boys right there having Trump signing the hat. Thank you. There, you heard it. Trump threw the hat up in the air, and it came back, landed in the boy's hands. And the boy grabbed the hat, was getting ready to walk away, and then turned back and said, "Thank you." Okay? So very clearly, Trump threw the hat to the boy that gave it to him. But the media was making a big deal about this. No, Trump just completely carelessly tossed this away. Washington Post reported it. Politico had even reported it. Politico said a kid asks Trump to sign his hat at the White House Easter egg roll. The president signs and then tosses the hat into the crowd. Washington Post, BuzzFeed, Politico. It's absolutely insane. Everyone was making a big deal about this, and it was a fake news story. BuzzFeed is fake news. Washington Post, fake news. Politico, now fake news. All of them are out to make Trump look horrible. The media establishment is coming together, uniting behind the Democratic Party, putting out left-wing false propaganda to portray Trump in a negative light. And this is a clear example of a story, of a lie completely made up about Trump to make him look bad. That's what the media is resulting to. They can no longer report the truth. They have to report lies. So, guys, this is just one of many examples that we can give you throughout this entire duration of Trump's administration thus far, and throughout the whole election. And by the way, here we have another story that I wanted to get to. Democrats were really excited about the seat in Georgia in the House race. They were having this special election. Democrat Jon Ossoff is headed to a runoff in the Georgia House race because he was unable to obtain at least 50% of the vote. So it's going to carry the election over to a runoff. The head GOP runner was Karen Handel, and she was the highest Republican with the Republican with the highest percentage. Well, anyway, she's going to be running against Ossoff. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I don't really care. But he only obtained 48.6% of the vote. So there were like 13 Republicans running against him. So it really split the vote. But yeah, that's what happened. And now they're going to a runoff. But Democrats had their hearts set on this race, like they were actually going to win. And it turns out, no, they didn't. Jon Ossoff had 48.3%. Karen Handel, who's going to be running against him, was at 19.7%. The closest one behind her was Bob Gray at 10.7%, and then Judson Hill at 9.8%, and Dan Moody at 8.8%. So, and then he had all the other people running. And that, wasn't a whole lot. The others made up about 3.7%. But still, you had a bunch of percentages there for the Republican candidate. So it looks promising that the Republican is going to win. I think it's really looking good there. So, guys, that's the thing. They're going to have a June 20th runoff. So the special election is going to be on June 20th. They're in Georgia. So you want to look forward to that and see what happens there. But what Democrats are basically looking for with this special election is an election where they can an election that they can cite, making it out like, see, the people are turning on Donald Trump. They are turning on Donald Trump. Now They are favoring the Democrats. Trump is in trouble. Trump is losing voters. Trump is this. Trump is that. And here we have an area that was actually occupied at one point by Newt Gingrich. This was Newt's congressional district in Georgia. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on there. Georgia's 6th district has been in Republican hands since 1979. So, the media is still doing everything that they possibly can to obtain it. The Democrats, are doing everything that they possibly can to obtain this, and the media is portraying it like it's going to go to the Democrats. But from what I was reading, because Rush was actually talking about this today, Rush Limbaugh, he had said that Donald Trump only received 48% of the vote there, and this is Newt's congressional district. Trump only received 48% of the vote, and Hillary received 47%. So 1 percentage difference. So I don't know what's going on in that county, but Newt had that safely. And all of a sudden, I guess this county is just, or this district, is just messed up. But anyway, it really looks promising that a Republican is going to get it because, it was 48%. And that's with all the, that's with like 13 Republicans, and he still couldn't cross over to 50. So it looks like it's going to be a decent race upcoming on June 20th. But that's something that you want to pay attention to. Just to see which direction that goes. It was formerly occupied by a Republican, so we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, they didn't get it. Democrats lost that. Democrats were unable to obtain that seat. So it's going to a June 20th runoff. So it's still occupied, or still not going to be occupied by Democrat, at least at this point. We'll have to see where that takes them. But anyway, guys, one of the things I want to get to when we return, because we're getting ready to come up on a break here in a second, but one of the things I want to discuss is the Democrats' overall ideology pertaining to Trump. They want him to fail. Every single time that they have an opportunity to oppose him, they take it. They want him to fail. They want him to be unsuccessful. But I remind you, speaking of Rush, because we were, talking about that stat that he pulled out, Rush said back in 2009 that he hoped Obama failed. Remember that? Rush said, I hope he fails. Why? Because he knew that Obama's policies were going to have a detrimental effect on the United States economy, on the society, and he hoped that Obama failed so the country could succeed. Well, anyway, the media completely misconstrued that remark into being about how Rush wants America to fail. If Rush wants the president to fail, that means he wants America to fail. All this other complete garbage to make Rush look bad. But the thing is that now the media, very clearly, along with the Democratic Party, wants Trump to fail. They are making no bones about it. They want Trump to fail. So does that mean that they don't care about the country? Does that mean that they want America to fail because they want the president to be unsuccessful? That's a good question, because they made a big stinking deal about it when Rush made those remarks, but now they're partaking in the same type of phrases and the same type of behavior, definitely, making the same type of remarks. So does that mean that they want Trump to fail? Yes. Does that mean that they are un-American, that they are unpatriotic, that they don't care about the condition of this country, that they want this country to fail because they want Trump to fail? Is that really what we're seeing here? Why isn't anyone talking about that? Why isn't that being brought up? But it was made into a big fuss when Rush Limbaugh said it. But now that we have the other side saying the same exact thing about a Republican president, we're not going to pay attention to that. That doesn't matter. That's insignificant. We don't need to focus on that. And guys, I tell you, it's such a big double standard that we are seeing here, because anyone who expressed any opposition against Obama wanted America to fail and was racist.
Fighting liberalism one lie at a time.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
Are you looking for tickets to the hottest concerts, big game, or theater show? Look no further than StarFanTickets.com. We have amazing tickets to almost everything. No event is ever sold out. Why wait? It's easy to get the tickets you want at the prices you'll love. Simply search for the event. Then click the Find Tickets button. That's StarFanTickets.com. Join the StarFan crew mailing list and stay up to date on all the hottest events in your area. That's StarFanTickets.com. We have your tickets. Hashtag, you going?
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger.
You are listening to the youngest syndicated talk personality in the country. Thanks for tuning in. So anyway, in 2009, Rush Limbaugh said about Obama, "I hope he fails." The mainstream media and the Democrats made a big deal about this, making it out like because Rush wanted Obama to fail because he knew that Obama's policies would destroy America, so if Obama failed, the country would succeed. They didn't say that. They made it the complete opposite. By Rush wanting Obama to fail, that means that Rush wants America to fail. Rush wants the country to fail. Well, here we have Democrats in Congress that are outspoken in saying, I hope that Donald Trump fails. I want Donald Trump to be unsuccessful. Well, are they saying that Trump failing means that America fails? Are they saying that by wanting Trump to fail, that they are wanting America to fail? It's the exact opposite reaction that we're seeing from the media. No, they care about the country. These people are patriots. But when Rush said it in 2000, we can't have that. We've got to, put him in his place. Well, Rush was talking about this on his show that aired yesterday. I'll go ahead and play it for you because it's a really interesting discussion. He had a caller whose name was George. I believe it was George. Yeah, George in Massachusetts. So go ahead and listen to this audio bit from the Rush Limbaugh show.
John, very much. George in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. You're next. Great to have you here. How are you doing?
Well, Operation Chaos dittos, Rush, and I'll just tell you, I'm going to make the host look good, right, because that's our job as callers. So if you remember when Obama won in 2008, you wanted Obama to fail. Not Obama, but his policies.
Right.
And the media ripped into you like unbelievable.
They're still ripping into me for it. They're still ripping into me, George.
Absolutely. But so now what's the mainstream media doing in all the higher education or college? They want Trump to fail, except they're putting more action into it, i.e., I think advocating some of these rallies, some of the folks that go, the college campuses, the riots and the fires and all that other stuff, they're actually going a step further. But yet, it was okay to blame you, right? But now, they're even going further with polls to try to affect the Trumpsters that voted for him, which I think is sort of your Operation Chaos in reverse. So they're taking your playbook year after year, but yet you get chastised, but it's okay for them.
Well, which I have explained before, and I'm going to do it again today. For example, when their authority figure wins, you must bow down to it, no matter who you are. Because the only authority they acknowledge is themselves. And in the case you're talking about, it was Obama. The authority is not the Constitution. The authority is not American law. The authority is whoever is leading the progressive movement. And by definition, whoever wins the presidency as a community organizer is going to be the leader of the progressive movement. So all authority was vested in him. Here I came. 1 week before he was inaugurated, saying, I hope he fails. I was committing an unpardonable sin. So they had to go out and trash me as anti-American, anti-Constitution. It's never heard of. We've never seen somebody hoping that a newly elected president fails. We should all get behind a newly elected because we all want the country to succeed. That was the refrain. Now we fast forward to 2016 and the Trumpster wins. And all of that mysteriously is thrown out. And now there is no unifying behind the president for the good of the country. Now, the left is demanding that not only Trump fail, that he be gotten rid of and replaced by someone that is from their side of the aisle. Ideally, they don't respect the authority of the American presidential election because it didn't go their way. And so they are perfectly fine in their own mind with trying to destroy Trump because their authority is not the election result. Their authority is not the Constitution. Their authority is progressive leadership, progressive ideals, progressive policy. And it was defeated. Well, that's unacceptable. We simply do not accept that we lost the election, and so we must overturn it. We must either paralyze the president or overturn his presidency. And that's what's going on. So for them, it is heroic to destroy Trump. It's not about doing what's best for America. It never is with these people. It's about doing what they demand. It is about their authority being the only authority and their authority dominating. And so there is, in their minds, there's no hypocrisy here. I was not respecting the lone authority of progressivism. I was respecting the authority of the Constitution because I feared Obama was going to stealthily undermine it. I was right. They want to be able to totally ignore it at all times.
So that was Rush Limbaugh talking about his remarks in 2009, expressing that the media and the Democrats and the liberals all together began attacking him in 2009 because he made the remark, I hope Obama fails. I hope he fails. Okay, that was his exact quote. Well, now we have the Democrats, now we have the liberals, now we have the media, the same exact group of people who chastise Rush are now hoping that Trump fails. They are hoping the exact same thing that Rush felt in 2009 towards the president or toward the president today. They feel that way toward Trump. So, I mean, guys, it's absolutely hypocritical. This is what the media stands for. They say stuff that sounds good to your low information crowd that aren't really informed on anything. Well, yeah, that sounds like it makes sense. If you want the president to fail, you want the country to fail. And they say that when a Democrat is in office, but as soon as you put a Republican in there, we have to make sure he doesn't get anything he wants. He's going to destroy the country. We got to go to Canada if we don't do that. So, I mean, they completely freak out. They go ballistic. They go loco. Okay. And, you know, that's what we are witnessing take place today. We are witnessing hysterical Democrats doing everything that they possibly can to drag their heels to ensure that Trump does not push forward with his agenda. But here's the thing. We have an audio bit here where Trump is saying that he's going to be taking bold new steps to push forward with his agenda. And one of the things that he's looking at is a bold new step to follow through with his pledge to buy American and hire American. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio bit for you. This is a clip of Trump in Wisconsin talking about this very exact action that he's planning on partaking in very soon.
Today we're building on that optimism, and I'm proud to announce that we are about to take bold new steps to follow through on my pledge to buy American and hire American.
So there you go. Trump is looking at various ways to go through with that, and that's something that will really help the United States economy. But I guarantee you that even though that is what America wants, even though that's what the majority of the country favors, buy American and hire American, the Democrats are going to do everything that they possibly can to drag their heels in the sand to ensure that Trump is unable to successfully complete this goal. And, you know, all throughout Obama's administration, we heard, well, he can't do anything because of the Republicans and all this other garbage. Okay? Well, Obama had a Republican-controlled Democratic Party, or excuse me, a Democratic-controlled Congress, a Democratic-controlled legislative branch in both the Senate and in the House. He could get whatever he wanted done. All he had to do is just, ask it, and he received it from the Democrats. But the thing is that even though we have a Republican-controlled House, even though we have a Republican-controlled Senate, the Republicans are acting like Democrats. They will not allow Trump to implement his agenda, to implement things that he promised. And then they look back and they say, well, he's not, he's not being true to the promises that he made on the campaign trail. They're not allowing him to.
Some say he's the next Rush Limbaugh.
I tell you, this kid's got 90% of Rush's venom with only 10% of the biomass.
You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China...
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Caiden Cowger program. Great to have you with us. So, Elizabeth Warren was apparently on the Today Show, and she said that she does not have any plans to run for president. That is ridiculous. She is more than likely going to run for that office. I'm telling you that right now because she is being heralded as the first woman president. They're going to try it again, I guarantee it. So anyway, here's Elizabeth Warren on the Today Show. We're going to see just how genuine she is. I'll be the lie detector for you. Go
Senator,
ahead.
A lot of people were saying what this book is about is launching the presidential campaign of Elizabeth Warren. Now, it's tradition to be coy about that in Washington, but where's your mind about that right now? Are you 50-50, 80-20? Where do you stand? Are you likely to run?
This is not what I'm doing. This is my 11th book. My life's work is about what's happening to working families across this country.
Okay, but did you say no, not likely to run?
I am running in 2018 for senator from Massachusetts. I am deeply blessed that the people of the Commonwealth sent me to Washington to fight for them, and that's what I'll keep on doing.
Freeze. Okay, so here's what she's saying here, and I'll tell you what's going on. Notice how she's saying that's what I'll keep on doing. What is taking place here is that if she would come out and say that she is running for president in 2020, she's running for Senate in 2018, okay? So what the Republican candidate could do is then turn that around and say, see, she's not even going to represent Massachusetts. She's going to run for president. She's going to run. So why elect her and waste your money? Why elect her to run for Senate or as your senator for the state of Massachusetts when she's only going to be here for what, 2 more years? And then she's out of here. She's going to run for president. So why would you even waste your time in voting for her? Vote Republican. So that's why she's saying that. So now here we're already getting to it. Let's keep playing the
A lot of people are already printing up those bumper stickers for 2020 that say she was warned, she was given an explanation, nevertheless she persisted.
That is the dumbest slogan. My God.
Okay, you're not biting. I get it.
Let the transcript reflect silence.
Silence there. Senator, it's nice to have you.
Thank you.
Good to be here.
Appreciate it.
See, she wouldn't talk about it. So there you go. Your liberal lie detector test says that Elizabeth Warren failed. She's going to run in 2020. She's going to run in 2020. I mean, that's what that was. And, I mean, there's a boatload of stuff on Pocahontas where she, of course, claimed Native American ancestry. Why? Because I think it was her grandmother that said she had high cheekbones, and she heard that her entire life. So because she had high cheekbones, she was automatically Native American and entitled for employment at universities, because she had like a 0.0000001% Native American ancestry. She didn't there's no DNA test to confirm that she has any Native American ancestry. No family tree, nothing like that. All that she's basing it upon are her high cheekbones and her thick skull. But I don't think that contributes to the Native American ancestry with that one. But anyway, guys, here's another thing that we have out on Elizabeth Warren. This is from the Washington Free Beacon. Elizabeth Warren endorses a $2.1 trillion Wall Street giant ad campaign. Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat from Massachusetts, is known for her campaigns against Wall Street. But she has endorsed the world's third largest asset manager with one photograph on Tuesday. Warren tweeted a photo of herself posing with the famous or infamous Fearless Girl statue installed by the State Street Global Advisors last month in front of the Wall Street Bull. The statue has won praise as a feminist icon and was put up as a campaign by the Wall Street giant advocating for more women to join corporate boards. Warren, a progressive darling and potential candidate for president in 2020, wrote, "Fight like a girl" in the tweet. Fight like a girl, Elizabeth Warren said on Twitter. According to Business Insider, SSGA is a nearly $2.5 trillion investor and unit within State Street Corp. However, for weeks, the statue also contained a plaque meant to serve SSGA's business interests, Fortune reports. The plaque reference to she doubled as basically a plug for an investment product offered by State Street Global Advisors, the firm that commissioned the Fearless Girl statue. So anyway, she posed with a icon of Wall Street. She is pictured assisting and promoting a $2.4 trillion Wall Street giant ad campaign, which is this Fearless Girl statue. That is hilarious. So there you have Elizabeth Warren, anti-Wall Street until, she wants something to use Wall Street for. So that's funny. That was just a little bit ironic there that was reported in the news. But anyway, guys, so we had all that. And yeah, I think Elizabeth Warren is definitely going to run. I mean, it really looks that way. So here we have an MSNBC contributor. This is also on the Free Beacon. A lot of Free Beacon articles today. This is also on the Free Beacon. But you have an MSNBC contributor who deleted their tweet calling for an ISIS bombing of Trump property. An MSNBC contributor wrote on Twitter on Tuesday that he hoped the Islamic State would bomb President Trump's property in Turkey. Counterterrorism analyst Malcolm Nance was responding to a tweet of an image of Trump Tower, Istanbul, that was alleging the property was the reason Trump called Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, I don't know how to pronounce that, it's a weird name, to congratulate him on his election win. "This is my nominee for the first ISIS suicide bombing of a Trump property," Nance tweeted, and then later deleted. So this was an MSNBC contributor tweeting out that they wanted Trump Tower, Istanbul, to be bombed by an ISIS suicide bomber. This is MSLSD, guys. So I tell you, this is the tolerant left for you. These are liberals. Verified account. And by the way, I want to see this real quick. So, because I'm gonna look here, because I'm just curious. So this was a tweet by Nance, and I guarantee you that their Twitter account is still up here. I'm gonna search Malcolm MALCOLM NANCE. Okay, so let's look at this here. Oh, how about that? How about that? The guy's still verified, still has his Twitter account, even though he called for Trump Tower, Istanbul, to be bombed by an ISIS suicide bomber. He still has a Twitter account. Twitter did not ban him. So, yeah, how about that, Hunter Avalon? How does that feel? How's that feel, Hunter? Yeah. Hunter was banned on Twitter because he opposed transgenderism. Okay? Because, the person that he was criticizing wasn't even a legit transgender because he didn't have the operation. So because Hunter went after this guy, he was banned on Twitter. Okay? Well, anyway, he didn't call for violence. He didn't call for anything like that. All that he did was, just saying this is ridiculous, this is stupid, this is dumb. And then Twitter banned him for it. But here's the thing. This guy who's an MSLSD contributor just tweeted out that he hoped that he nominated Trump Tower Istanbul to be bombed by an ISIS suicide bomber, but he gets to keep his Twitter account? That's the type of hypocrisy that we're talking about that Twitter engages in. So, whatever. The guy deleted his tweet. Deleting it doesn't necessarily mean regretting it. It just means, well, I better, get rid of this because I'm getting a lot of flack for it. So, yep, still fine. Everything's good with this guy. Still loved by the left. Matter of fact, liberals love that tweet. So, that's the type of hate that Trump is getting. Can you imagine if we would say that about Obama's house?
Caiden Cowger. Keeping America straight.
You You're listening to Caiden Cowger on the WCNR News Network.
Caiden Cowger.
Somebody had to say it.
It safely eliminates stress and anxiety. It makes commuting, driving your kids around, or driving a truck more fun. It makes gift shopping easier. It's Happy Driving Stress Reduction, a revolutionary patent-pending tool that works while you drive. Find Happy Driving Stress Reduction on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Make life easier. Buy Happy Driving Stress Reduction today.
You always want to look your best, but you don't always have time to deal with a necktie that won't cooperate. That's where we come in. Introducing the Never Tie, the only necktie that you never have to tie. Each Never Tie comes with a tie and 2 removable knots that you simply slide on and adjust for your comfort, giving you the perfect look every time. Choose from over 20 stylish designs at thenevertie.com. Enter promo code RADIO1 for discount.
Go get your copy of Prelude to World War III, The Rise of Islamic Republic and the Rebirth of America. World War III Series Volume 1, available in paperback and Kindle edition on Amazon by the authors James Rozone and Miranda Watson. By the 2020s, America was no longer a world superpower. The military had been cut to a bare-bones level, and while the U.S. was focused internally, the door opened for new powers to emerge on the world stage. In the wake of this power vacuum, China.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas.
For your free inventor's information, call 1-800-441-7922. That's 1-800-441-7922.
Goldman Sachs and HSBC recently purchased 7.1 tons of physical gold. What do these bankers and mega money managers know that you don't? They're expecting the value of gold and silver to increase. That's why you need our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group offers gold and silver for direct delivery and will not be undersold. Call now. Call 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at Capital Gold Group. Capital Gold Group is a company that deals with investing in precious metals such as gold and silver. They've been in business for over a decade and have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've been featured on Fox News, Market Watch, Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, CNBC, Reuters, Fox Business, Financial Times, and Forbes magazine. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-932-4108. That is 1-800-932-4108. They also offer various ebooks on investing in gold, such as the Definitive Gold Guide. So once again, if you're interested, you can call 1-800-932-4108. That's 1-800-932-4108. All right, guys, let me tell you about our friends at the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja is a company that specializes in slashing debt. They deal with various debt problems such as tax debt, debt settlement, debt consolidation, student loan debt, credit repair services, and bankruptcy. That is 1-800-826-1132. Now, their company, the Debt Ninja, operates on a national level and have worked to fight the IRS for many of their clients. If you're interested, you can call at 1-800-826-1132. That is 1-800-826-1132. Once again, that is 1-800-826-1132. Due to a decline in the economy and major car companies filing for bankruptcy, American Auto Protection has announced an extended service plan that is now available to the general public. This plan reduces the cost of auto repair expenses. Maximum Car Care was created to assist qualifying car owners with lowering repair bills of cars under 130,000 miles and under 12 years old. Maximum Car Care works to limit the expense of auto repair bills, roadside assistance, rental coverage, and towing. Their number is 1-800-824-9762. That is 1-800-824-9762. Once again, that is 1-800-824-9762. Maximum Car Care is a proud sponsor of the Caiden Cowger program.
You're listening to the WCNR News Network, where America comes to talk.
Caiden Cowger. Somebody had to say it.
All right, so we have Nutty Maxine Waters on MSLSD. Speaking of MSLSD, last segment. We have Maxine Waters on MSLSD. How much you want to bet? I haven't watched this video yet. But how much you want to bet that she will bring up Twitter? Guarantee it. But anyway, Maxine Waters was on MSLSD, and she made the claim that Trump owes a debt to people that he doesn't want us to know about. Yeah, right. And that's the reason why he's not releasing his tax returns. No, he's doing it because it's personal. He's not a traditional politician, and he's not going to give the enemy ammunition, okay? Because that's all that they want his tax returns for. So they can look through it, so they can make something out of it, even something that doesn't exist, and just to make Trump look bad. So why give your enemies ammunition? It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, go ahead and play this for you. This is from MSLSD. Chris Hayes is right beside of her. And yeah, this is Maxine Waters making that.
He's under a cloud because of these conflicts of interest and the fact that he has not divested himself from his businesses. He's under a cloud, and he should want to get out from under the cloud and show his taxes. But we think that he won't do it because, number one, he does have debt to people he does not want us to know he has debt to. And, you know, there's a lot of talk still about loans that he made from the Kremlin or from Russians during the 2008 problem that we had here in the United States. And so he's hiding something. And we can conclude that he does not care about his constituents, the people who voted for him, or anybody else, for example. There's another thing that some of us are following a lead on. And that is that he may have had money owed to him for services rendered, particularly in the entertainment and TV world, that did not go to his account, that should be accounted for in his taxes, that it went into the foundation so that it is not being seen and he's not being taxed on it. So I'm following up on this lead, but there's a lot that we don't know about this president. And he, for example, does not get it because he simply said when he was bemoaning the fact that we were out there rallying and marching, he simply said in so many words, what's wrong with them? The elections are over. Why are they still doing this? As if we wanted to know during the elections, but we don't want to know now. We want to know now what taxes he's paid, what taxes he owes perhaps, how big is his debt, who is the debt to, can he be compromised because of places he has debt. And so there's a lot of unanswered questions. But you know, this administration, aside from hiding taxes, they don't want us to know the visitors log coming into the White House, the corporate heads and the lobbyists and his friends who are coming to get special favors. Why is it he's hiding that? And why is it he's given a waiver to all of these lobbyists who, in fact, are coming onto his payroll, coming onto the federal payroll, and they are representing the special interests that they have been working for. All of this should make the American public very upset and very concerned. We have a president in the White House who is giving waivers to lobbyists, who is not allowing us to see the visitors logs, who's hiding his income tax. What does he expect us to do?
Right. Congresswoman Maxine Waters, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
So there you go. That was Maxine Waters. Darn it, she didn't mention Twitter. I thought she was going to mention Twitter. So yeah, there you go. And by the way, Obama had guys, I tell you, Obama also promised that he wasn't going to PAC, lobbyists and everything, vowed not to hire lobbyists, and then he hired lobbyists. So Obama had lobbyists too. So this is so absolutely ridiculous. Maxine Waters trying to make a story that doesn't exist. Once again, the Democrats are creating fake news, coming up with these absurd accusations. Maxine Waters, the investigative journalist. That's a laugh, okay? But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for listening to us. For more information on the Caiden Cowger program, go to CaidenCowgerProgram.com. And for the latest news exposing the left, go to CowgerNation.com. Thank you, God bless, and may God bless America.